Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the World Teamfighting Federation. It's the main event, broadcasting live from this sold-out crowd in this substation in the middle of South Manchester, and we have one hell of a match tonight between our championship contender, Shaken Not Stirred, and the current World Teamfighting Federation Chonccweight Champion, Steemo. It's going to be a great fight, so let's get into the action. And here we are in the game, and you are watching or listening to World Chonccweight, the owner of the World Teamfighting Federation, and I'm here joined by my broadcast partner, Mike the Wall Duncan. How's it going, Wall?
It's absolutely beautiful here on this holiday season. The grass is green, the sky is shining down on this
DJ set.
This match here.
Good. And as we hear there, sorry, go on.
As we settle in to watch our reigning champion, Steemo, go up against his challenger.
Yes, the mighty.
What can you tell us about this this fella here, Brian?
The mighty Shaken Not Stirred has been enjoying himself in the circuit recently. He's just gone through the bartending league on the independent circuit for Teamfight Tactics, but now he's heading up into the big leagues. Recently joined the World Teamfighting Federation a matter of months ago, and has already, got himself into the game quite well. So it's really interesting to see how he's going to take on Steemo through this match.
Well, I'll say this as much, for what I know about Steemo, he's going to need to be shaking himself up a drink of his own pretty soon to ease the pain. Because if there's one thing I know about Steemo, is that he does not hold back.
No, Steemo really does enjoy a good night. He's quite cheeky, he's quite devilish, but he just wants to have fun. But he wants to make sure he's the top dog, or in this case, the top yodel, by doing this. So as we go into our first round, I'd just like to remind you that this is based under Lumberjack Scion rules. So the way that this match can be won for Shaken Not Stirred is to finish a game of Teamfight Tactics in the top 3 and be ahead of the champion. For Steemo, all he needs to do, with his champion's advantage, is finish above Shaken Not Stirred through this. And as you can see, Steemo is looking to get himself in a little bit with his punk setup. He's got a Jinx and a Katarina, but oh no, he's thrown in the big boy. He's thrown in the Tom Kench. It turns out he's just as hungry, and his appetite for Teamfight Tactics is great.
That is a strong choice. This man knows how to use Tom Kench. It ain't so much about the weight, so much as as it is how you throw it around. But when you got that much weight to throw around, it hardly matters how hard exactly how you do it.
It's just about the power.
Of course, the most important first decision that Steemo's made to take the advantage is, of course, the branding of the little Devil Teemo little legend, because let's face it, branding is important. Image is everything in this game. And combined with the crowd diver trait that he's running here at the moment, and with the fact that he just went in for the maximum team size augment, so he's just wanting to get all the fans crowd diving in. But here's the thing, if everyone is a crowd diver, where's the crowd? It's just I believe we would constitute the crowd today.
Oh no.
Although if Steemo were to dive at us through the computer screen, that would be alarming.
It would be, and especially
I'd ask her to shake my hand, but I would also seek therapy, because I think that would be a problem.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be a bit of a discussion on the cat on the brown couch, wouldn't it? To be. So you're saying your friend transcended time and space to dive through your monitor? It would take more than the 45-minute session, I think, to actually get that going. Now, unfortunately, Steemo in his first match here is not looking like he's going great here. He's been humbled by the radical These are our lumberjacks. They're around. They're not here to help either Steemo or Shaken Not Stirred. They are just here to cause chaos and just make the fight exciting. They've got no stakes in this game. It is just purely the two competitors that we are commentating on tonight.
I'm not exactly sure what's going on with TFT Magnifique or whatever's in last place there. They're already at 1 HP. Is this some kind of throwing strat that I'm? If they're throwing this match, they're not gonna be holding their license for very long.
I am getting some information in that it looks like TFT referees or referees of the World Teamfighting Federation have come in and are having a word with TFT Magician. And looking like that he was frisked for illegal items at the beginning of the match, and was found to contain too many spatulas, which is you know, spatulas are legal in later rounds of the match, but not there right at the beginning. So it just seems to be a massive thing. Though that being said, his health has actually gone up. This is because of the, it looks to be because of the Cruel Pact augment, which seems to be a high risk, high reward strategy. So it looks like the officials have let him go for the spatula incident. Yep, I've just got that confirmed that is the case. So as Steemo has now come up. Oh, he's coming up against Shaken Not Stirred here. He is right in this. Let's just see this
first
fight.
Direct confrontation between our contenders. Let's see how things shake out.
Yeah. Oh, well, Shaken Not Stirred. Yes, well.
An early lead to Shaken Not Stirred. And the round goes to Shaken.
Yeah, that's just that. That Titan's Resolve Infinity Edge. In fact, that's actually a Radiant item there, so that's just going straight in as we head to our first moment where we just head Convergence side and we go for our first draft of the game.
It's a long game. We got a long way to go. One round don't mean much in the grand scheme of things. The champ has plenty of time to recover.
He does. But Shaken Not Stirred's got to wait for his collection here. He's arguing with the referees, but he's got his own time that he needs to deal with. But he has got
one major advantage of sloughing in the first few rounds is getting first picks at choice items in these rounds, and you get some pity points for losing as well. You get extra goals. So there is a strategy to throwing a few rounds early on. Yeah, so Steemo there just checking his settings, just making sure everything's all legal with the referees. He's got in at round 2-5 for that to happen, but at least he's making sure that he's honest. As he's now facing Loden. And he's now got the country sportsmanship is what we like to see here. Yeah. And there we go. Oh, some mushrooms have flew in ringside, and they have just hit Loden in the face. That Jinx is going to be wondering how her night's going to go. You watch out, man. Those mushrooms that Steemo has, you take too many, and you're going to wake up 4 days from now in a grocery store parking lot wondering where your underwear is. I've just realised now that we've actually looked at the Cruel Pact augment, it is even crueler than we thought. So what TFT Magician did was buy his entire health bar worth of XP. Because he gains 3 health through each player combat, and buying XP to level up instead of 4 gold costs 6 health. So he's that high risk strategy is still going in. So it's looked like he less brought additional spatulas into the ring, but brought a whole load of serrated dirks. You hate to see it, folks. I mean, we at the World Teamfighting Federation do not condone blading under any circumstance. We like to see our competitors take bumps the hard way. I have faith that the champ will be able to sort this fella out. Yeah. Karma will catch up to them sooner or later.
Well, yeah, that is the thing. So, you know, watching a man just level himself up multiple times and wear a crimson mask just to just get pummeled down right at the end.
The only real sin is to
So we've now just been the ring has now just been invaded by a set of Krugs, because they just constantly keep coming into the ring. We've tried to clear them. They just like to live here.
That's all right. Our fighters use them as practice. They're easy prey compared to the average fighter, let alone the champ.
Yeah.
Get him off my floor.
And as you can see there, Steemo has just managed to just use that, get swole a little bit and bring himself in, as he's looking at one of the other competitors there, Death Hammer, who is on a hot streak and is there with their full health bar and you know, has maintained to look to keep their peak physical condition throughout the match.
I wanna be your Death Hammer.
Dun, dun. Why
Let's
don't
see.
you
We got
know?
so the current build or champ involves Bruiser, Crowd Diver, Country, and Mosher. So it looks like old Steemo is embracing his inner Texan, going full Southern American.
Yeah. Whereas Shaken Not Stirred has had a bit of an alien fight there and is gone in with an edgelord headliner,
He's edging.
which also seems to be working there with a little bit of true damage I saw on the side here. But okay, Steemo is taking on the Magician, and well, I mean, to be fair, given Magician is at 7, that result was a little bit to be expected.
That is to be expected. After all, cheaters may prosper briefly, but in the end, it'll catch up to them.
Yeah. And attacking him from behind is not the greatest thing. Now, so it looks like Steemo is looking to go for... looks to be a bit partial to a partial ascension.
You can hold out long enough to trigger that ability. It's just about guaranteed to close out the match in your favor.
Yeah.
And one thing that Steemo's current build does not lack for it is bulk.
Yeah, beefy boys. These are big, meaty champs slapping meat here. It's just, they know where to go. I mean, Evelyn, okay, she's not as beefy, but...
I mean, we aren't... I mean, I was comparing him to a Texan earlier, and if Texans know anything, it's steak. It's meat.
Yeah. So, Wall, are you partial to a bit of steak? Well, if you are partial to a bit of steak, well, yeah, how do you like it?
Red.
Red.
I like it nice and red.
Ah. See, I've been told.
I want to fight my steak before it goes down.
I have heard of people who do want to turn around and just say that you know, the meat needs to know it is being cut. Just as long
I
as
want
it's
to
still
look
alive.
my steak in the eyes before I take him out. Before I suplex him into submission.
See, for me, I usually just walk in and I just want to not have to deal with it. Just you know, just
wow!
be well
That's
done
like 3 Evelyns all in a row. Well on his way to a gold and going up to level 7.
Ah, there we go.
That should put the champ just about even with Magician, if not a level behind, which means that advantage is already beginning to close.
Yeah.
This game is not even half over, folks.
No. And as that's happened, Steemo has also brought himself up to the gold trait for the crowd diver.
It's the matchup we've been waiting for. Rematch. Shaken Not Stirred. Oh, wait, hold on a second. I appear to be mistaken.
No, we seem to be following someone else.
It seems the reporter got a little bit confused. The wires got crossed. We're just having a glimpse into Shaken's
into his fight there. Yeah, the production crew are a little bit... I mean, this is our first main event. You know, that's come for our first pay-per-view.
Expected.
Yeah. But, yeah, here we go. So we move to our next draft, and now things are a little bit, you know,
more better on this. We see that Radical has actually taken the top of the tower, and Shaken Not Stirred is not far behind. And then Deathhammer,
It is
and
a
then
tight
Steemo.
race for certain.
Yeah.
And the undefeated Deathhammer has been defeated.
So it's always nice to say that we always like to say at the World Teamfight Federation we do like to watch gods bleed. It just makes more entertainment. They make them a better draw.
There will be gods and there will be blood, and that's another Evelyn on the board.
Yeah.
Hello, love.
Looks like the champion is going to be just
Let's get
a
this
single
party
unit
started.
away from his first gold.
Yeah, lovely golden.
And that will represent a huge advantage for him if he can secure that.
Yeah, but he's now scouting out. He's scouting out, Shaken Not Stirred here. With their pentakill. That was the other trait that I missed when he was scouting him out before. But there's no time to be scouting.
Sounds to me like Shaken Not Stirred needs to get out of his mother's basement every once in a while. With traits like Edgelord and so on and so forth.
Yeah, it does seem to be that Shaken Not Stirred does seem to spend their nights perusing the social medias, looking for controversial statements such as, such as the day before was a good game, and not a scam. And also, that's right, the dress was blue. But no, he seems to be comfortable here, and now that he's at the top of the tower, Steemo does need to look and see how he might be able to take Shaken down a peg or two. And it seems that his answer looks to be to eat more beef.
Currently on a 3-game win streak, our champ has not lost a player match since their last encounter with Magician. And speaking of which, now we have the actual rematch that I was thought we were having before.
Yeah, camera crew are on the right.
The champ is taking an early lead here, and now it's just
Oh
Shaken's last
no!
unit. But
What a maneuver by the Yasuo! Just
the high variance crit damage from the golden Yasuo turns it around, and now that we are 0 and 2 for the champ in the direct head-to-head matchup.
yeah, he's just got to keep himself going if he wants to keep hold of the World Chonccweight Championship. He's going to need to just get more beef on this and deal with that Yasuo, and soon.
Champ has officially been shaken, stirred, and stabbed by the Edgelord challenger.
Yeah, I think Steemo at this point might need more than a mixer to get through the night.
Steemo needs to look to get that 4th bruiser on the board. Needs a little bit more beef, more meat, more steam.
Yeah, forget those vegetables. They are not needed. Just hype up on protein. Okay, so he's looking at sorting out this Evelyn.
A jewel gauntlet for the Evelyn, a fine choice. I will give her ultimate some real pushing power, perhaps enough to overcome the healing abilities of the Bloodthirster Yasuo.
Okay, he's up against the Magician now, who has now healed himself up to
Here it
28
is.
health.
And they are looking to be officially even in terms of team size now.
But
How is the composition?
oh no,
Things are getting closer, but the Magician is still able to outperform the champ, who is now down 2 losses in a row.
Yeah, he needs to get himself going. He needs to shake this. He needs to shake things up. Not like Shaken Not Stirred. He just needs to get out of this rut. He doesn't really want to head too far onto this loss streak. While it can be beneficial in terms of earning some easy money from the crowd, he really doesn't want to be there. He needs to be up there at the top.
These are some weak augments as well. The champion is not going to get much help here. That Scarecrow might take a few hits, but it is no substitute for a true bruiser.
Relinquish your burdens.
He has switched out the Evelyn. He's decided They are not needed anymore. He's brought in the Samira. And is looking to bring himself in a little bit further.
Heavily into the country build.
Yeah.
Down to his Texan roots.
He is
You know,
just going
the
in.
Texan roots of this native of the British territory of
Gibraltar.
Gibraltar. Very, 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 you know, very proximal to continental United States,
Yeah.
as we all know.
Oh,
in
yeah.
Geography class.
Yeah, there's absolutely not an ocean between them. It turns out that that atlas is a lie. And there we go. He's got
And
himself back
there
in.
it is. A step in the right direction for the champion, taking down a my account.
Yeah, I mean, that my
And-
account stands for Amosha always yodels at crowd consistency.
I have to say, I am surprised that our champ has remained at 3 bruisers for so much of this game. Do you think he is intentionally opting to stay away from the bruiser trait due to its inherent weakness in terms of damage output, or do you think that he just has yet to find the opportunity to take advantage?
I think he's trying to sort of balance out the weaknesses in regards to this. He does like to go and be a bit, you know, a bit tanky, but I think he's sort of working on one thing at a time. If he can get his damage down first, then live longer to tell the tale, then that's, you know, where he's going. As we cameras are cutting towards
Yes, well,
his
he's
match.
looking very strong, folks. Oh, and we cut back just in time to see the champion take another devastating loss, now below 50%. Meanwhile, the challenger, Shaken, has yet to be beaten in several rounds.
Yeah, he is on that hot streak. Magician is back down at 4 health, but he's still on a hot streak, so we know that he's
I
enjoying himself.
think that Magician has spent more of their HP for level ups or
Aye.
experience. I do not believe that they have actually lost a round yet.
no. So I think they are now. So that yes, they're still at 7. They're still at 7, but they're looking to get
Odd
themselves into
choice.
8. So I would.
Odd choice to spend experience. There it is. That was the strategy.
Yeah. So he bought himself just
gone
so
up
that
to
the next
the
round
8.
would do it.
And the champion is also going up to level 7, which with their previous augment brings them to 8 champions, which will actually bring them even with several of the other leading champions
Now
here
we
today.
shall gluttonize.
And as he's now got himself another silver Tom Kench, he's looking to try and make, you know, that big beefy fish, as there is
Yeah,
always a bigger
unfortunately,
one.
He did have to sell the Silver Evelyn from earlier, so he has been set back on that front.
Indeed.
Hope that gamble pays off for him. Here is the other level 8 contender.
Oh, the production crew have decided they didn't really want to watch that match. Oh no, they've come back to it.
Technical issues. We are back, and by a surprisingly narrow margin, yet you know, adequate nonetheless. The champion takes that round.
Indeed. Indeed, and Shaken has lost his hot streak there to the Magician.
Who is looking to be, in their own right, a serious contender in this contest.
He pulled that early rabbit out of the hat and just got himself going.
And it looks as though the champion is officially abandoning the Golden Evelyn dream, having sold the remaining bronze Evelyns
Yeah.
for
I
the
did see
hopes
them.
of
We getting paid for this?
golding other units.
Yeah, he did look like he wanted to keep that strategy of keeping the Evelyns on the bench so that they didn't pop up again in the shop. There's nowhere to okay, and he's facing Shaken again. It's 2-0
There it is.
for Shaken.
Yes, correct. Let's see if things can go in the champ's favor this time around. That Yasuo is looking so strong, slicing up
Everyone.
champ's back row. None of the units are focusing on him.
No.
And there it is, another round taken by Shaken.
Call Yasuo the sushi chef, cause my god, he cut through everyone like fish.
Let's dance.
But yeah, we're still in here, and Lodan is on the bubble. He could be the first one out of this match. But as they are a lumberjack, it doesn't matter. They just go to the showers early. They take their paycheck and just get through. Steemo has picked up the Kiana, looking to try and get back into the gold crowd diver trait, which is that extra bit of damage without sacrificing too much of the bruiser. But like you were saying earlier, would he not benefit more from just another bruiser champion?
Yeah, at this point, I have to say that that odd number is really hurting the composition here. I think that Steemo's, in my personal opinion, Steemo's best course of action would be to either go in on the bruiser or to abandon it entirely. Looks like Steemo is emptying the bank to get Kiana on the field. This could be a sign of desperation, folks.
Mm-hmm. If he needs to come back, then that's the way it's going to have to go. I mean, he's still got a lot to do, because if we do look at Steemo's current health compared to that of Shaken, there's a lot of fighting that needs to be done.
Got a long, long way to go. Both Ascensions have triggered in this current battle. It's looking rough. So may not be able to. There it is.
Oh, Steemo. What is happening? He's going so strong.
After such a strong lead, but falling behind round after round.
Mm-hmm.
And with his income crippled, he will struggle to gold his champion. He does not have a single gold champion on the field, and that is seriously holding him back.
Mm-hmm. And with the fact that he's sort of having to sort of hold out now to get that economy going, how many rounds can he really last?
Not much. Just a couple more losses like that, and he will be out of this competition.
Oh, and just to make things worse, he's facing across the ring from the magician.
Who has pulled many a trick out of his hat in the past before.
Oh no, he's asked Steemo to pick a card, and that card says pain. Oh, this is not going well.
And now Steemo is down to what is almost certainly his last life.
Oh, but we have had an elimination.
Elimination. KZ33Z.
Let's go.
Is our first death in this
lumberjack scion match for the World Chonccweight Championship, and that's gonna roll on after a word from our sponsor. This World Teamfighting Federation match is brought to you by hit novel The Cruel Pact by mystery writer Pen Gu. When a bunch of people in the neighbourhood start disappearing and leave nothing but a spiky trident in their midst, it's up to Detective Sergeant Fen Raw to try and solve the mystery before too many victims go astray. The Cruel Pact is available in all good bookstores, online, and for a one-time fee for a shop re-roll. Get it now. So as we get back onto the field here, Steemo really is needing to fight back against Shaken Not Stirred, who is mostly dominant, has took a couple of knocks, but...
Took a couple of knocks, and by no means on any kind of hot streak, but is nonetheless still in the healthiest position in this contest yet.
Yeah. Oh no, and as Steemo is coming up against a Mayak,
who I believe they have been able to defeat in the past. Let's see if we can continue that pattern today. No, it's looking like the champ is going down in this round.
Oh,
that is going to be it.
So it's now all up to Shaken Not Stirred. He's got to get in that top 3. He's got to stay in that top 3. And if he does, we will already have... Sorry,
now, due to a weaker performance by Lodan, our current champion will go out in the 3rd lowest position, not the 2nd. But that does leave the contender in a position to potentially take the title. All they have to do is finish in the top 3.
Yes, they do. And then we will have our... Well, we will have a new champion already into the life of the lineage of the World Chonccweight Championship.
And they are well positioned to do so.
Yeah. As he gets himself into level 9 and
has buoyed him through many a match before.
Yeah.
it's actually shocking to see how many bronze units are currently fielded by the contender, despite the quality of his performance thus far.
Yeah, it looks like his contract negotiations with Yasuo have been the benefit though. And if just everyone else just comes in and it just all works out. But let's see
Now
how he
this
does.
would be a magic trick if Shaken can take it away from the magician.
Let's see that Yasuo is having to put a lot of work in. And that work is happening. And he
Will
is...
it pay off? Close
he
the
has gone
distance,
in.
and there it is.
The magician
Not
barely
it may not be
stands.
enough to take magician out of the match, but that is one dead win streak and a definitive statement to the rest of the challengers in this match today.
Oh yeah. So as we move on here, so we're moving on to stage 5-6. It is nearly time to take on the dragon. Just let them out of their cage. I'm double checking that it is the dragon and it is not the Rift Herald. I hope I am correct. This would be a bit of a lackadaisical running of the World Teamfighting Federation if I didn't know what was coming next.
Here comes on my account. Once many a time a victim of our champion, now the man who has supplanted them and taken them out of this competition, and now they're looking to do the same to our contender before they could officially close out their run.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Oh no, it turns out I was correct. The referees have brought in the correct wild beast for our contenders to take on. The dragon that we do affectionately call Henry is here
Henry
to
the
start
Dragon.
cost off. Yeah, Henry the Dragon.
Shaker of worlds and of boots
Yeah, but it looks like
of the challengers who quake in fear of him, and he's dead.
yeah. Unfortunately, Harry
He's-
had
he
been
is,
a bit on the rum and coke before coming into the arena.
It's you hate to see it, folks. It's
Yeah.
It's looking.
Yeah. And that's
Luckily, Henry has many children who age very rapidly and will very quickly take his place, so it's not that big of a loss.
no.
We will definitely see Henry's kin in future matches.
Yeah, yeah. They will absolutely come in, and believe me, there is no real harm to them. They just move to another home.
They're a bit like phoenixes, you know. They rise from the ashes
Yeah,
in the moment of their defeat.
absolutely. All right, as we come in now, and we're looking at Deathhammer versus Magician here. Magician being the dark horse of this competition today.
Silent but deadly.
Yeah, but we have lost another competitor. Pesca Radical is
We
gone.
have hardly had any paid any attention to this round. Middle of the pack, least interesting of
Oh,
all, and
The Magician
but way
has
more
gone.
interesting, Magician has been defeated.
Yeah, both feet have left the convergence, so he is now out of this competition. And with that, that means we have a new champion already. But let's just see how far Shaken Not Stirred can go. Can he assert his
hard
dominance at
can this
first?
champion shake things up in this competition
Mhm.
today?
And
They've
it,
already created a massive upset.
yeah, just getting rid of Steemo in his first title defense. It's just, you don't like to see it, but we always look for new champions, and we want to see him make a statement here tonight, and just shake the whole Chonccweight division up.
The world is a dynamic and ever-changing place. We have no room for stagnation in this world.
But we'll tell you this: our May account does have Shaken's number here. If anyone else wants Shaken's number, you do have to go through my assistant and receptionist. He doesn't give the number out often, and he's just making sure that he is surrounded by friends and family that he's actually willing to speak to.
Ever impressive that MIAC with the default River Sprite little hero, once a middle of the road performer, defeated by many in early rounds, has now become nigh unbeatable here in the last few rounds of this competition.
Yeah.
But that is, of course, of little consequence to us, because we're here for Shaken and to see exactly how far he can go. Can he secure second?
Well, he is now. Yes, by outlasting that. Ooh, by outlasting that round, he has finished second.
By an absolute hair.
Yeah, by one Pengu feather.
Shaken has outlasted Deathhammer and is now going head to head with Amai AC. And I gotta be honest, folks, I'm not thinking that things are looking too good for our champion here, or our new champion here. But
That's true.
But that's okay, because this is not the title defense.
No, he is absolutely fine.
It's
America
about
is
going
going
out in a blaze of glory.
Yeah. My account is going to go and get the he doesn't get paid by the hour here. He will get himself a good paycheck from this, but Shaken Not Stirred will be the champion and will get all the benefits from that, like first class transport across the convergence, and also a free £10 gift card for a drinks boutique of his choice. And I think he will be happy with that performance. He would have wanted to go a bit further, but that's just how it's going to be. And that is the end of the World Fighting Federation for this week. From myself, from Mike the Wall Duncan, have a good night.
See y'all next time, folks.